When I turned 15, 16, I just randomly lost like 60 pounds. I started going to the bathroom like 20 times a day. I was in intense pain, and one day you can hit a home run, the next day you can barely hit it out of the infield because I literally just shrank down to like skin and bones. And over the course of like 3 months, my digestive tract started attacking itself. I got Crohn's disease, and baseball just kind of went out the window.
Crohn's disease starts after a traumatic event, and this actually used to be common knowledge back in the day. And so I'm guessing Mr. Beast had some sort of trauma happen during baseball. Maybe the coach yelled at him, maybe a player yelled at him, something happened, and the gut will start to develop extra gut cells. These flat growths, they help us absorb something important to our survival, such as a trophy. Or, maybe I want to be good at baseball, so, Susie Q likes me or something like that. When that gets resolved, maybe the coach says, hey, good job, I'm sorry, a couple of weeks ago I pulled you off the team, you just weren't doing very well, but I'm going to put you back on the team. That could resolve the conflict, and the body starts to get rid of these extra gut cells, and that's when the symptoms start. Now, I don't know the state of his Crohn's disease now, but I'm actually kind of worried for him right now because of all the stress going on. I know he's trying diets and stuff like that. When you start to blame food, okay, corn is bad, okay? Let's say corn's bad. It's the devil. Even though I've had it my whole entire life and I was fine, but corn is bad. It comes into me, and then I subconsciously believe that's bad. What do you think the colon or the intestines are going to do? It's going to try to get it out as fast as possible, and you get diarrhea and you get symptoms. So step number 1 is to not blame food anymore. The next step is to find the traumatic event that put your gut into overdrive. Now, if I had to talk to Mr. Beast, I would start asking him questions about what happened, during baseball. But the way I normally had people get better is with my 13-day protocol. It usually takes somebody somewhere around like 2 to 3 to maybe 4 hours of investigation to find that traumatic event. And a lot of the times when we find that traumatic event, it like cuts our symptoms in half. It's like this weird subconscious thing where, our subconscious mind goes, oh, so you're telling me it's dumb to put my gut in and out of overdrive every time, a grown-up yells at me because it reminds me of coach yelling at me? And we also have subconscious PTSD triggers. Maybe every time you don't get the high score, or maybe every time, you feel let down. Like somehow he might project his baseball trauma into his YouTube career, even though he's like the best YouTuber in the world. There might be it's like the subconscious. Like I've seen some people have PTSD where it's like, let's say coach wearing a red shirt, and now every time they meet with somebody in red shirt, like they get diarrhea. Like literally, it could be that crazy. And just having that realization can stop putting your gut in and out of overdrive. I have a free, in my bio link, I have a free webinar that goes in my bio link, I have a free webinar that goes into this in much more detail, and I show you everything that I did to get better when drugs and diets were not working.